Yeah, she a boss with different flavors. Got the sauce, do it in major. Get it on her own, don't need no favors. Got a bag ballin' like the Lakers. Ooh yeah, she got the juice. Ooh yeah, come and get Pearl by mail.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Pearl by Mel. Today is gonna be a wig tutorial, as you can see by the title, and I'm showing you all you need to make this wig. You're gonna need the Empire Hair 27 pieces and a dome wig cap, and then you're also gonna need some extra pieces of hair. I had this old wig that I tried to cut into a pixie, but it wasn't working, so I just unsewed the wig and I'm using it to make this one. And yeah, your girl is bit by the gods, you know. I'm just feeling myself. Also gonna need a needle and a thread. So what you do is that you're gonna put your thread in the needle, in the hole, and then turn it around and double the thread. And when you get to the end, you just tie a knot, just like how I'm showing you. And that's it. So I start off the wig with the 27 pieces of hair, and I had already used it to make another wig. That's why I have those little short pieces. So yeah, I'm using a T-pin to just secure the hair. It works better for me. And you're not gonna put it on top of the wig cap, just under. You need to see a little bit of space. And now I'm gonna start sewing. So when I'm sewing, I hold on the thread with my thumb, and then I sew so it can make a square. I'm gonna show you guys. And when you peeking the needle through the wig cap, you're supposed to just get the top layer. It's not supposed to be the hard layer of the cap, or you're gonna get the cap to stretch and it's not gonna be tight as you want it. So I'm showing you one more time what I'm doing, and at the start I peek through the weft, and then I sew a couple of times and secure the weft at the beginning. So that's what I'm doing. I'm picking through that same part again and really making sure that it's secured. So you want to do this to make sure that your wig is really secured and everything lays flat. And then now I'm gonna start sewing. So you see, this is to make the square effect. You can either just sew and then twist around the thread, or you can just put your finger there and hold it and then peek through, and it automatically makes a square, just like this. I went ahead and sewed a little bit more off camera, and now I'm showing you guys how I get my lace closure to lay flat. So I'm gonna use T-pins and also needles because I didn't have a lot of T-pins. I couldn't find my T-pins. And as to how I sewed the rest of the wig, I just laid pieces of hair straight across the cap and sewed it. And as I got to the end, you just cut these pieces off. You're not gonna take them and turn around and continue with that same piece of hair, because you want your wig to lay flat. This is a pixie cut. So I'm showing you one more time how I sew and how I get that square effect. I'm just gonna let you guys watch. Now that I'm done sewing that piece of hair, I'm going to tie a knot one more time to make sure that it is secure. And then I'm going to cut the extra thread, as well as that little piece of hair that I had left. Okay, we want it to lay flat, like extra flat. To sew the closure, I am not doing the square method. That's going to make the closure, around the closure, too bulky. I'm just picking through the lace and then sewing, just like that. It is so easy, but you don't want to space it out too much like you would for the actual pieces of hair. You want to make them close as possible. So that's what I'm doing until the end. And as I get to the end, I'm going to secure the lace with a knot, just like I did previously. So what I had done is that I sewed one of the side and then I sewed the back, but coming from the other side. And for the back, I wanted to show you guys, but my camera cut off. It wasn't recording. I joined automatically the lace to that piece of hair back there to make sure that it lays flat. I didn't put the piece of hair on top. I just let it lay under the lace, but I just sewed them together so it could be like all together. And as I'm parting my closure and styling the hair, there is no space between the hair and the lace closure. So I'm gonna do that same thing for this part and connect the lace to the hair. So what I'm doing is that I am picking under the weft and through the lace, and I'm not doing the square method. I'm just sewing just like that. And this time I'm not sewing as close as I did for the closure. I'm leaving a little bit of space. So now that I'm done sewing the wig, it is now time to style it. And what I start off by doing is leaving some pieces of the closure all around the closure. And now I'm going in with my mousse and I'm just gonna apply it there so it could lay flat. And now I'm gonna start plucking through the closure so I can have like a natural part. So that's just what I'm doing. I'm just gonna pluck all around. So now that I'm done plucking the lace, I'm gonna go back to the actual hair and cut some pieces with a razor comb to style it. And as I'm cutting it, I'm also shaping the wig in the direction that I want the hair to lay. And for the pieces of hair that were cut as if I was cutting a really sharp bob wig, I'll go ahead with scissors and I'll cut through it for a little bit more of definition. And now I am gonna bump the hair and style it a little bit so I can know if to cut more or not. So now that I'm done cutting and shaping the wig the way that I wanted it, I go back to the closure and I start plucking the front so it could look natural. I wish I could have showed you guys how I was plucking the wig, but this camera wouldn't let me. But I just left the clip in there so you guys could see how much hair I'm actually plucking. I hope that helps. I am also going to pluck that piece of hair that I left out, and that's going to be for my baby hairs. And after I'm done plucking, I'm just going to cut it so I can start making my baby hair. And for the front part of the wig, I am styling it using a wand. Sorry guys, like the camera went dark. So I am now done styling the wig. What you see at the back is not bulkiness. I just pushed the cap a little bit backward so I could see how the front looked better, okay? And now I am gonna go ahead and put it on. Oh my god. Your girl had this face on for literally 15 hours and was working directly under the ring light. But not to worry, I am going to show you guys how to get your makeup back to being popping. So what I'm doing is I'm using a flat brush and I'm dipping it in some Luscious by Lynn Butternut Beige powder, and I'm just putting it in all the areas where I highlighted my face to set it just like that. Y'all see how my makeup is already looking like I'm just applying it? Exactly. And when I'm done, I went ahead and I contoured my face a little bit more, and now I am highlighting. And that's it. I'm also going to be changing my lips and applying a bit more of that red lip. And that's it. Like, do you guys see this? So I went ahead and I applied the wig. My hair is not braided under, which is why you see a little bit of my edges peeking through. But at this point, your girl was tired, okay? Was tired. But you guys will see this wig and more tutorials and how I apply it. So you will see it again. Okay, you will see Fantasia again. We are now at the end of this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.